My name is Raphael. I'm from Altoona, Pennsylvania, small town in the central Appalachian area. And I'm part of the Park Ranger Law Enforcement Academy here at CNCC. So when I got out of the Navy, I went on a big road trip using the National Parks Passport as a kind of my map, because I'd only ever been to 1 or 2 parks in my life. And I was like, well, you know, seeing the Navy, you see the coasts all the time. So I wanted to see the interior of the country, and as well as just had no idea what I wanted to do with my life getting out. And did this big long road trip, you know, all the way over to California, all the way back to Pennsylvania, and pretty much walked in the door and said, like, Mom, I want to go be a park ranger. Just because after seeing, you know, Yellowstone and Zion and Glacier and all these beautiful parts of this country, I was like, something I'm interested in, number one, and number two, I feel should be protected. I heard about these academies, talking to some of the rangers at the different parks. And again, just talking to those different rangers and everything and looking into the background of it, found that CNCC had the most opportunity and, you know, had some of the highest ratings of all the 6 academies that do this. Something that surprised me was the area. You know, you hear you're coming to Colorado and you expect, you know, mountains and front range kind of stuff, and definitely experiencing the western slope and the whole more desert side of things was definitely interesting. You know, we are out there running up and down the hill, you know, shooting guns, driving cars, pulling people over. You wear a big duty belt the whole time. I'm going to be spending my summer working at Dinosaur National Monument, just north of here. Mr. Stevens, the district ranger there, gave Director Hike the heads up. It was like, hey, I'm going to need to be hiring somebody, preferably a veteran, because it makes the hiring process a little bit easier. And I was like, hey, I'm a veteran. I want to work in parks. So I called him up that day and said, like, you know, can we set up an interview? And he was like, how's later today work? I was like, sure. And so I did the interview, and a couple days later he called me back. He's like, all right, I'm going to offer you the position. So plans for the future, kind of 5-year plan is we start seasonally as the park rangers. So we'll work summers. So I'm trying to spend my summers working in the parks for the first couple years, and then in the winters either continuing my education with EMT courses, fire courses, all the kind of stuff that would help with land management, and then eventually get a permanent job